What's up, guys? So, I was listening to a gentleman today, and he had some really cool advice, and I'm curious to test it. It's going to take a long time, and it's going to take quite the effort, but I learned about the rule today of 10,000 hours. Have you heard of that? Have you heard of the 10,000 hour rule? I hadn't. But it makes sense. The 10,000 hour rule. Okay, get this. They say to get proficient at something, you have to do it for 10,000 hours. Whether it be a job, a hobby, a skill that you have. I listened, and the facts that he spit out at us today was that if you took kids from the age of 5 playing violins and watched them until they were the age of 8, they would all have about the same amount of practice. But at the age of 8, they split off. Some pursued sports, some pursued academics, but some of them stayed practicing the violin. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but practicing a violin. And they said by the time that those kids got to the age of 20, okay, and this was a study done in Germany, that the time that the kids turned 20, the ones that stayed on that path of practicing the violin, they had acquired 10,000 hours of practice, and they were very good at their craft, where the other kids, I think, acquired about 5,000 hours, so half of what the other kids did. But it was interesting. It was interesting in the fact that they said that 10,000 hours seemed to be something consistent. Not only did you become proficient at the craft, but you became confident. You became at ease at that craft. So if it was public speaking, you would then gain that confidence and ease of having done it so many times that you would no longer be nervous when you got in front of the crowd. Or if it was, say, making a guitar, you no longer would question or have that doubt. You would go through the process of hollowing out, a hollow body acoustic, if that's what you did. I don't know how a guitar is made, but that's just an example. But 10,000 hours, 10,000 hour rule. Now, I was just curious if you'd ever heard that before. I'm kind of interested in giving it a shot, in picking a craft and seeing if I can become proficient at it, and see how many hours it takes. See if it takes like 10,000 hours. And proficient's a big word. I mean, it has a big. Some people can have a general definition of it, but it sounds like to become a pro at something. You know what I'm saying? Proficient, become a pro. Anyways, I'm interested. I'm curious. I'm wondering if it really takes 10,000 hours, and if so, that's the case. So be it. But who would do that? Who would have the time or have the desire to do that? And there's plenty. I mean, any proficient athlete, any pro athlete, any pro musician, any pro singer, professional, anything. I'm sure they acquired the 10,000 hours. But the 10,000 hour rule. Interesting. I was curious if you've ever heard that before. If you have, let me know what you think. If you haven't, let me know your thoughts on that. Comment below, share, like, comment. 10,000 hour rule. Let me know what you're thinking.